3 days ago, I woke up in a tent in an unknown desert with zero explanation. Now I'm left wandering the desert in search of ways to find food and water. But the first thing that I've got to figure out is where on earth am I?
Those are red-billed spurfowl. Those are mostly found around Namibia and Botswana. And by the looks of these camel doorings, or camel thorns, we're somewhere in the Namib Desert.
The Namib Desert is the world's oldest desert and stretches up the coastline of Namibia in southwest Africa, and I was smack bang in the middle of it. The deserts of Namibia are home to some fascinating species of birds, and I was hoping to catch a glimpse of at least a few of them.
Goofiest creatures in the bushveld. It's little teenagers still relying on the parents. You're a little bit old for that, aren't you?
Tail of a white-tailed shrike.
As per usual, I've selected 10 of the most fascinating, rare or beautiful birds of the area, chosen not just for their looks but for the unique characteristics that set them apart from other birds. However, one is a cut above the rest. The Angolan cave chat is so recently discovered in this area that he's not in the books yet, meaning that I had to sketch him up myself. Come on, it's not that bad. The cave chat's distribution in southern Africa is restricted to a small rocky outcrop known as the Zebra Mountains, just south of the Angolan border. Roughly the same area is the only place in the subregion where you can find rufous-tailed palm thrush and Cinderella waxbill, which live as close as possible to the Kanene River, escaping the arid heat of the desert. And the first treasure was already found. That brief glimpse of a white-tailed shrike, which earns its place with its exclusiveness to Namibia and stark contrasting color to the desert around it. I found an old 4x4 track that ran along a dried-up riverbed. With any luck, it would lead to a main road, and I could finally call it quits on this whole being lost gag. Sadly, it didn't look like that would be happening anytime soon.
Often the most efficient way of keeping track of where you are out here is by following the old rivers. This one has long since dried up, but you never know when you might find something.
Here on the side of this dusty desert road was the last creature I was expecting to see. A terrapin. This little guy's a long way from home, and the closest water source is long since dried up. By the looks of the mud caking his shell, this little chap could have been in hibernation for a year or possibly even more, but now he's on the hunt for a new hangout spot. Usually in a situation like this, one wouldn't want to interfere with an animal, no matter how desperate it looks. But in this particular case, the little fella's found himself startled by passing cars and dropped his water supplies in an attempt to lighten himself up to make a faster getaway. So in an attempt to make up for man's interference, a little bit of water will even the scales.
Sadly, I had missed all of these cars, and with these desert roads, there might not be another for days. Time to disappear back into the desert.